welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, I upload videos weekly about style, mindful shopping, travel, and everything in between. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would like to take the time and subscribe. Don't forget to also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So for today's video, I have a haul video and it's all about antique haul. If you haven't checked out my recent vlogs, I went to Cape Town to celebrate our wedding anniversary. It was my first time in Cape Town and I honestly fell in love. It's such a beautiful place. I love it, and I hope to visit it again one day. I will leave the links to the vlogs down below so you can check them out. So when I was in Cape Town, I was focusing more on antique shopping because there were actually quite a lot of antique shops there. And there was one huge flea market, which is called the Milnerton Flea Market, which opens every weekend. If you know me, you know that I love vintage and antiques, so it was kind of like heaven for me. I did also check out local designers. I bought a few clothing as well. And today I would like to share all the antique pieces that I purchased from Cape Town. So I have some books and quite a few silverware to share. Let's start with the books. Every time I travel, I always try to find a local bookshop, and I found Clark's Bookshop that's been in business for many years, and it is in the Long Street area, which is kind of like downtown Cape Town. It is such a beautiful shop, and they have so many books, and they have new and also pre-owned books, and most importantly, they had leather-bound antique books. They had quite a few of them, like books and volumes from someone's libraries. So what they do is they would buy out someone's library. That's how they acquire these leather-bound books. I was so excited because they're so beautiful. It is one of my dreams to build my own library one day, you know, like at home, not like an actual public library, but just for me, because I really love reading and I do have a lot of books. So I was set to only leave the bookshop with these two books with me. So the first one is Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert, which is a French book and has been translated to many languages. I've watched the movie Madame Bovary and really love it. This one is actually in French. So I don't know how long it would take me to finish this book. I am learning French right now. I've been learning French for like almost 2 years now, but my French are still a little bit whatever. So I was really excited to find a copy of Madame Bovary in French, and it is from 1921. So this book is 101 years old. This is what is called a half leather book, so it has the leather binding and some part of the front page is leather, but also has the paper version in the middle. So beautiful. This was 350 rand, which is around $20 for a book that is from 1921, leather bound, in beautiful condition. $20. Now the next one is a book about India. I mean, look at, it's just so beautiful. This one is full leather. It's so soft and beautiful. It has some beautiful illustration on the inside. I think this was used for school, and this one is from 1910. I don't know if you can see that. So as mentioned, I was really happy to just maybe go home with those two books, but then I kept looking at the antique book section and I saw these. So these are the books on the lives of the queens of England, and I thought I was just going to buy one book which has all the story about Queen Elizabeth I, but turns out this is a volume. So it is a volume of 8 books, and you have to buy the whole set of 8 books, which after some consideration, I decided that I just couldn't live without it. I really want to have a library of beautiful antique books. The price was 2,750 Rand, and I think that goes around $200, and $200 for 8 books, 8 beautiful books from the 1800s. I mean, I just can't pass it up. I actually saw on eBay someone is selling this volume of books for like $1,200. So yeah, I'm really happy that I scored this. I don't know if you can see, but this book was printed in 1854. It's not the first edition. I think this is the 4th edition of the book. But still, these books are from 1854. It's like more than 150 years old and still in an amazing condition. It has all the illustrations of all the queens of England, still in immaculate condition. So beautiful. I can't wait to read, and I'm so excited to have this in my collection. Believe me, if I could bring more books, actually I did still have quite a lot of weight in my luggage, but I just don't have the space. If I could bring all of them, I would. I wish I found more of the fiction books, you know, maybe like some Jane Austen or some Charlotte Bronte or something like that. But it was a lot of like history books, you know, history about France, history about Europe, Egypt, Venice, which are very beautiful. But yeah, I really had to limit myself. From the same bookstore, I also get this book. This one is called A Cape Camera. This is basically a collection of photographs of how Cape Town used to look like back in the day. So it is very interesting. So those are the books. Let's move on with the silverware. I'm going to start with this. This is a silver plated, I don't know the actual term of this, but it's basically what you use to put your toast. So you would put your toast here for breakfast or for tea time, and I find it just so adorable. We have one, but it's really small and thin, so it's really difficult to fit the toast in between. So I think we're going to use that one for meals or, you know, something like that, and we're going to use this one for toast. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. And I think this was, I think, around 250 Rand, which is like less than $20. Next, we're going to go with what's in this box. It's a set of spoons and fork, silver plated. Also comes with this one. It comes like that with 6 spoons and 6 forks. They're a little bit like smaller than the normal size, but I think they're still a good size for just everyday meal, and they're silver plated. I think this is from the 30s or the 40s, so it's not really that old compared to, like, you know, something that's from Victorian. But yeah, it's so beautiful. I will show you a close-up of this so you can see it has beautiful like etching on it. I'm happy to find this, and I think it was only around 300 Rand or 350 Rand, which is like around $20 for this whole box. Next, we're gonna move on to from what I got from the flea market. So as mentioned, there is a huge flea market every weekend, which is called the Milnerton Flea Market, and it is huge. There's so many vendors. I didn't see vendors selling vintage clothing though. It's mostly like homeware. So if you're looking for china, silverware, there were so many of them. Old hardware and furniture. Came across this lady's booth, and she had this box of like flatware, and they're only like 30 Rand, which is like around $2 each, and they're all silver plated. So I got 2 of these, and these 2 spoons, which I'm not sure what they are used for, because, you know, back in the day in the Victorian, they have like literally spoons or fork or utensil for every single little purpose. So I'm sure there's a purpose for this. This might have been for like melon or something like that. and then this big fork, which I think is great for salad. But the best thing that I purchased from the lady is this beautiful silver plated tea set. There you go. So I've been wanting to have like a silver teacup for forever. I saw one in New York when I was at the Diamond District. It was like pure silver, but it was like I think $800 because they have to count, you know, the weight of the silver. So I didn't really want to pull the trigger, and I was trying to find a silver one when I was in Cape Town, but I couldn't find. All I saw was just the silver plated ones, and this one in particular that I saw from this lady actually comes in a beautiful set. Everything else that I saw was either like only one or two, and they're not in a really good condition. This one has recently been replated, so it is in such a beautiful condition. There's nothing wrong with it. The lid works perfectly, and it's just such a beautiful set. When I saw it for the first time, I fell in love with it, and I had to do the whole walk around to think about it just because of the weight. I mean, I know that I have space and weight for it, but it's just something that you have to think about. You know, you don't really just like travel and just suddenly purchase like a tea set. But then again, where else am I going to find it other than, you know, places like Cape Town or in Europe? After walking around, I had to go back to her booth and finally decided to pull the trigger. It was just so beautiful, and also the price is just so amazing. So for these two teapots, and you have this one for the sugar, and then you have this one for the milk. So for the whole set, it was 750 Rand, which is I think about $50 or $60. To get a silver plated set for like $50 to $60, I just couldn't pass it up. So the way the lady displayed it on her booth, she put the set on a tray, which I thought would come with the set, but it actually did not. And of course I had to also buy the tray because otherwise it wouldn't be complete. And it's a beautiful tray, also silver plated. She gave me an amazing discount for it. She said it's originally 800 Rand, so she gave me for 500 Rand. So 500 Rand is around like $35-40. So all in all, the whole set including the tray was $12.50, which is less than $100. I mean, I was over the moon. I'm so happy that I finally got my tea set. One day if I found a sterling one in a great price, I definitely will pick it up. But for the moment, I'm really happy with what I have now. I think it's beautiful, and yeah, I love it. I love that it's a set. I'm so happy, and I can't wait to have tea time this weekend. We have tea time every weekend. Afternoon tea is one of my favorite times. That is definitely the highlight of my trip, but I have one more thing to share with you. I went to the Long Street Antique Arcade, which is not far from the Clark's Bookshop, which is in the downtown Long Street area. And there were a couple of like antique jewelry shops there. And I went into Maria's Jewelry, which I would recommend you guys go there if you happen to be in Cape Town. She has amazing jewelry, and Maria is just so adorable. I purchased two things from her, but one of them is a gift. So I'm going to show you what I purchased for myself. I purchased this beautiful garnet necklace. I'll insert a video of me trying it on, but it is such a beautiful garnet necklace. This one is on my wish list. Okay, so that wraps up my antique haul for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's something different than what you usually see on my channel. If you come to my channel for handbags and fashion, this might be something different to see, but I do love antique pieces as well, and I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you buy vintage or antique as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.